Seawater flooding in, oil oozing out. The Japanese-owned vessel MV Wakashio has split apart, and the oil is now spreading along the pristine coastline of eastern Mauritius. The bulk carrier ran into a reef at Pointe d'Esny 3 weeks ago. 1,000 tons of oil spilled into the ocean, presenting a huge danger to marine wildlife, some unique to the country. The area boasts colourful reefs, mangrove forests, protected wetlands and pristine beaches. An environmental emergency was declared last week.
We are facing another threat of another 50 tons of fuel again spilling in the lagoon. And in the long term, we're also looking at the longer term impacts of toxic elements contained in the ship, like the batteries, toxic paints and other elements contained in the ship, which may seep into the sea and contaminate further our lagoons. So the damage of the Wakashio is not a short-term damage, it's a very long-term damage.
The Japanese shipping company has issued an apology on its website, saying it's willing to pay compensation for damages. Japan and France responded to calls for assistance, joining thousands of local volunteers who are racing against the clock to protect the wildlife. And some have got creative, using booms made from human hair and husks from sugarcane to soak up as much of the oil and sludge as possible. The island of 1.3 million people relies heavily on tourism. Many are angry the government did not act quickly enough. It blamed bad weather for the slow response and is investigating why the ship came so close to the shore. It was supposed to stay at least 16 kilometres away. Many now fear the spill could impact the local economy for decades and do irreversible damage to the local wildlife. Laura Burden-Manley, Al Jazeera.